Soul Family. Today, I'm talking about that change gone come. I believe it's a call to build, to create, a call to stop waiting for stability and start becoming part of it. Today, let's talk about what this moment is asking of us.
Push until we overflow, that's just how the story goes. Yeah. Push until we overflow, that's just how the story goes. Push until we overflow, that's just how the story goes. Push until we overflow, that's just how the story goes.
Blessings and abundance. I'm your host, Zen Howard. Welcome to the Zen Effect Show, a globally syndicated experience reaching over 80 plus countries, a space where we slow down just enough to make sense of life and navigate the highs, the hits, and everything in between, because living in your effect means choosing life in alignment. Truth is, when you shift your soul, you begin to shape your world. You can listen live on WJWR Internet Radio Chicago and WBNC Breaking Chains Radio in Philadelphia. And stay connected with me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Just follow the Zen Effect Show for daily inspiration and behind the scenes moments. Subscribe on YouTube to watch the in-studio conversations and experience the show visually. Now, let's flow into today's conversation. You all believe something bigger is happening. Many people are viewing this moment as a crisis, but perhaps it's a call towards ownership, community, collaboration, building our own ecosystems. I'll get more into that later. Creativity, innovation, building. And I want to speak to the innovation and the creativity, because with AI, and we're going to talk more about that later on, but right now I just want a presence with AI, with Waymo cars. Look at this innovative boom and this creative mecca that we are in. Social media plays a part in this. It's calling us forward. Each and every one of us are creatives because we are created by a creator. creator. So if you are listening to the sound of my voice right now and you say, oh, I'm not a creative, I'm more great with numbers, data, whatever the case may be, that is to a creation. The way that your mind computes and is able to analyze and perceive is a creative mechanism. The model of school job retirement is no longer the path of stability. Now, some of you may be listening to this and you're currently in school and you're like, whoa, Zen, what do you mean? Look, I'm paying all this money, or I took out all these loans for schooling. Just listen to what I'm saying here. Be in inquiry with this episode, because this episode is designed to take you deeper, because that is exactly what we do on the Zen Effect Show. This is a talk show designed to support you in navigating life's highs, hits, and everything in between. And right now, each and every one of us are experiencing the hits. This economic hit. I'm talking to my people of color today. And if you're not a person of color, I'm also speaking to you if you're experiencing the economic hit. But this is a message specifically designed to my brothers and my sisters. Let's go to break for this brief interlude, and we'll be right back. I'm going to speak to you very direct today. I'm not speaking at you. I'm speaking to you, through you, because what is currently happening right now is not just the economy shifting. It's not just companies restructuring. It's not just another wave of layoffs. Listen to me closely. It is not just an attack on people of color. No. What we're witnessing is a reset. A recalibration of what it means to be secure in a world that no longer guarantees security. Uh-oh. And if you've been feeling it, because most of us are, if you've been sensing it, if you've been watching people get the call, the email, the we regret to inform you, the literally at a drop of the hat within 24 hours, letting you go, you're not imagining it. You're in it. We are in it. And I need you to hear me clearly. This moment is not just about jobs. This moment is not just about careers. It's about systems. It's about access. It's about who gets to be stable and who is forced to reinvent themselves. It's about it's going beyond staying afloat, you all. And I want to speak specifically to the areas, the regions, the cities that I play in. And for those of you who listen in other countries, I'm sure that you're able to relate this to where you currently are as well. Specifically to Atlanta, Philly, Chicago, because what happens in these cities doesn't just stay in these cities. These are cultural engines, you all. Atlanta, Philly, and Chicago are cultural engines. They are economic engines. They are creative engines. And right now, they are also pressure cookers. So today, we are not doing surface level conversation. We are not joining the pack of these surface level conversations that have been taking place in media and other social media platforms. We're not doing motivational fluff up in here. We are not doing denial. We are doing truth with direction, a call forward, because truth without direction just becomes pain that loops. And I refuse to leave us there because I'm not going to be there. You all, on the show that I produce for, On Point with Wandalyn Stokes, let me just state what she stated. She spoke to how women are so adept to pain. Think about over the years, what we have endured, what we have experienced. And then all women, we experience the menstrual pain, right? But it's not just women that are experiencing pain, it's men. Think about our men of color, what they're up against every single day. In the last few years, multiple labor reports have shown something consistent. Corporate layoffs are no longer tied strictly to failure, you all. They are tied to efficiency models, AI integration, cost reduction, and restructuring for future readiness. But let's translate that into human language. It means that people are being replaced not because they did something wrong, but because systems are changing faster than people can re-enter them. And here's where it gets deeper for us. In Black communities and in communities of color broadly, we are often the last hired and the first impacted. Always. Not because of ability, not because of intelligence, but because of proximity to power structures that were never designed with us centered, that were never designed with us being at the front line. That is not emotion. That is historical labor patterning, you all. And now add this layer. We are in the year of 2026 where AI tools are not coming. They are already embedded in massive ways, you all. We got cars out here driving themselves. Come on, somebody. Automation is no longer futuristic. Let's stop saying that. Let's stop that conversation. It's operational and it's here in the present day of now. Entire departments are being compressed into software systems, and what used to take 10 people now takes less. And a dashboard. So what does that mean for us? What it means is something very specific. We are standing at the intersection of displacement and redesign. And this is the part nobody is saying out loud, if we do not build internal ecosystems, we will keep circulating inside external systems that do not stabilize us. Let me say that again. If we do not build internal ecosystems, we will keep circulating inside external systems that do not stabilize us. If we do not build internal ecosystems, come on, somebody, you finished the sentence. I just want to make sure you got it. Let's ground this into something real. There is a psychological framework called cognitive load theory. It basically says this: when the human brain is under stress, uncertainty, financial pressure, and instability sound familiar? Your ability to make long-term decisions decreases. You start operating in survival cognition, short-term thinking, urgency-based choices, reactivate decisions instead of strategic ones. Now, I want you to layer that onto layoffs. Layer that onto housing increases, food inflation, credit dependency, emotional exhaustion, and family responsibility. Answer this question for me, you all. What do you get? You get a population of highly intelligent people making decisions under chronic stress conditions. Not because they lack discipline, but because their nervous systems are overloaded. And you also get corporations that are, I'm talking pressure cookers at a capacity that we have not seen before in our lifetime. It starts from the top and it trickles down. And not only is this within corporations, you have to understand many corporations now are within umbrellas, right? There's the big dog that carries the money and has all the other corporations within it. What have we created? A chaotic mess. And as individuals within this chaotic mess, what do we do about it? We're going to go to break and we'll be right back. I want to ask you for a moment of support, because what we're building here only grows when you're a part of it. If this episode moved you, if it made you pause, reflect, or see yourself differently, be sure to like this episode, share it, and subscribe. Even if you're listening on the radio right now, you can still support us online. Just head to my YouTube channel and search The Zen Effect Show. Every like, every share, every subscription helps this message travel further than we ever could alone. And if you're feeling called to support this work more deeply, you can donate to the show or become a sponsor by visiting my website, www.thezeneffectco.com. Your support doesn't just keep the lights on, it helps us create conscious conversations that support individuals in shaping their soul, shifting their world, and coming home to their power. It allows us to amplify voices that are healing, awakening, and reimagining what is truly and actually possible for themselves, for their communities, and for the collective humanity we all share. It also allows us to elevate brands and businesses that are rooted in conscious living, intentional living, wellness, and purpose-driven impact. This is Media with Meaning, storytelling with soul, and a platform devoted to inner transformation and collective evolution. So whether you like, share, subscribe, donate, become a brand partner, or sponsor the show, thank you for being a part of this community. Together, we're not just listening to conversations, we're living them. This is the Zen Effect Show. And here's another layer. Research in behavioral economics shows something called scarcity mindset tunneling. When people feel financially constrained, our immediate needs of rent, mortgage, food, bills, survival, student loans for some individuals, taking care of families, we have to understand that we are currently in a time where those who are retired and receiving that retirement income, families who have members that are disabled and receiving disability, what they're receiving is not enough. Yes, there's an increase, but the increase is not enough. The increase is not enough. I shared on the last episode, which you can refer back to on my YouTube channel, the Zen Effect Show, because everybody can access YouTube. It's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, but everybody can access YouTube for free. Episode 197. I spoke to the fact of where people who are making six figures are right now. That's not considered the wealthy anymore. That's not considered the upper class anymore. So with these immediate needs, everything else becomes secondary, even opportunity. What happens when entire communities are living at that state at once, which is currently happening? Not on an individual basis, but what happens when we're all within that, the survival mode of our immediate needs collectively. That's what we're currently in. But here's the pivot. I don't want you to only understand the problem. I want you to see the light in this tunnel of chaos. Because every systematic shift creates two things: displacement and opportunity architecture. And whomever builds the architecture comes out on the other end of this chaotic mess. They bloom into the next cycle in a very structural way. In Atlanta, we see tech expansion mixed with cost of living pressure that is forcing displacement even for mid-level earners. Many people in the city of Atlanta have more than one job. In Philly, we see strong community roots, but uneven economic distribution that makes stability fragile for working families. And in Chicago, we see deep cultural wealth, but also long-standing economic segmentation that makes upward mobility inconsistent depending on the neighborhood. And across all three cities, we see the same pattern. People are talented. People are skilled. People are resourceful. People are innovative. People are creative. We are entering a portfolio economy. What do I mean by that? One job is no longer the foundation. I've said this before. One income stream is no longer enough. One skill is no longer stable. In fact, whatever you are currently doing right now, I trust that you are adding additional skills to that. So whatever industry you're in right now, Within each industry, there are different branches within that industry. Build skills to each branch that calls to you. Because right now, you need a tool belt. You need a heavy duty tool belt so you can go in that tool belt and pull out that skill and utilize it. That's where multiple streams of income are built. So let me break this down because something just came through for me when it comes to multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income is not just being a serial entrepreneur. Multiple streams of income is not just you having multiple jobs. Multiple streams of income is also you being multifaceted and multidimensional in various skill sets in order to stabilize yourself. Drop the mic. I said what I said. Listen to the replay and listen to it again and let that stick and let that land. If you are not doing that, you better not depend on your 9-to-5 corporate job. You better not depend on it. You better add something to it immediately. If you are in an industry that you feel stuck, you better build your way out and you better build the skill out or build an additional skill to branch off into along with that. You better do it. What I'm saying right now is vital information. This is the Zen Effect Show, where I support you in navigating life's highs, hits, and everything in between. How in the world am I able to do that? Because I'm consistently going through changes, so many changes, so many shifts, because my purpose is tied to it. I got to experience these things in order to support not only myself, but others in experiencing them, because these are the conversations that we're not having, and these are the conversations that are necessary. Somebody wants to sit up here and be a life coach, a therapist, a counselor. You got to do this. You got to do this. I'm going to speak to the real. I'm going to speak to the truth. Let's continue on with the conversation after this break. We are moving into layered contribution systems. Skill stacking, digital leverage, community-based commerce, AI-assisted production, decentralized income streams. And I know you hear it over and over and over and over and over again, but let me make this clear. The question is no longer, what do you do for a living? What is your career? The question is, what do you own, build? What do you command inside your ecosystem? Ooh! Because ownership is the new stability. It's not becoming the new stability. It is. Own it. Own it. Own it. Own it. What, as people of color, do we always speak to? Owning our own land. Why do you want to own your own land? Why is that so important? Because you are in command of it. When you are sitting up here and you are working for others, you are not in command of that. There can be stories, there can be narratives, there can be perceptions, there can be presumptions created around you. And how many of us of color have experienced it? So what do we do about it? We are in command. Look, nobody controls your destiny or your life as much as they want to believe they got all the power in the world. They're not able to do it. You are in command. Grab it by its reins and do what you gotta do. Again, ownership is the new stability, not employment alone. And I want to congratulate our people of color because many of us are doing it. Many of us are working these jobs and building our own. Whether you're in the corporate sector, whether you're in the gig economy, I want to celebrate you. I want to clap, 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 clap our hands, give it up, clap, clap our hands, clap, clap, and celebrate all of us. Because we're doing it well. And if you're afraid to take the risk, guess what? Your company ain't afraid to let you go. So what end you want to be on? I've been on both ends. I have been in an industry for almost 2 decades, and I realized when that industry was no longer serving me. And I said to myself, because that was the only skill set that I had, that's what I put the money into to get the skill set, to get the certifications, to get all the things. And I knew the only way for me to come out of it, because I was applying to jobs and not getting hired, was to build myself out of it. And I did it. Now the soil is here, and I can now add the seeds to it so that it can bloom, so it can grow. Because this right here is my lane. This is my lane. And when you're in your lane and in your purpose, nobody can take it away from you. This is my lane. The being a voice to support people in navigating their highs, their hits. My voice, where's my voice put me? Podcasting, TV, media, radio. I have a voice. My voice is my essence. My voice is my effect. My voice is my secret sauce. And my voice is what so many corporate industries have wanted to silence. But guess what? I found the industry that doesn't silence it. It's media. And here I am. And here I am. What is yours? What is yours? State it right now. Claim it right now. Speak it out to the energy. So not only the creator, not only the divine, but also the energetic frequencies of the universe can hear it. So your ancestors can know, whoo, I'm feeling it. It's coming through right now. So your ancestors can know that you got it, that you are officially aware of it, that you got it, because you being birthed in this world, they paved the way for you to be able so that you can continue to pave the way for your legacy. State it, claim it, speak it right now. And now that you've done it, walk in it, execute it. Whether you're not doing it, you better do it now. You better do it right now at this very moment. If you are doing it, what can you do more of? Do more, do more, do more. There's enough money in this entire world, globally, and also in this country of the United States of America for you to get it. Because guess what? We got crooks getting it. We got crooks getting it. We got people in high level positions that are crooked that are getting it. Why can't you get it? Why aren't you able to get it when you are a person that operates integrity and in not a crookedness behavior that's misaligned? How dare they? Don't get mad at the game. Be ahead of it. And do it in a way that shifts this mess. Now let's talk about what we do with this. Because awareness without structure is frustrating. Some of y'all witnessing it in your jobs right now. So here's the direction. We build internal ecosystems. Practical, connected ecosystems. This is not new to people of color. This is not new. We've been doing this. But the difference is it's necessary to do it in an innovative way. It's necessary for us to take the ways of the past, find what is the word that's simmering in my mind right now for me to articulate? For us to look at, we don't throw away the past because the past built our today, our present, and it will always continue to even build into our future. But we got to look at, I want to say the nucleus. For some reason, the word nucleus is so rich right now for me. We got to look at the nucleus. We got to look at the parts of the past that not only moved the needle, but shifted things. And now we got to take that with all this new technology and all these things that have been updated and implemented. No longer are we reinventing the wheel, because reinventing the wheel has kept us where we are now. Woo, somebody, come on. Reinventing the wheel has kept us where we are right now. We no longer reinvent it. We rebuild it. Think about it. Wheels started as wooden. They evolved into more different materials. Now we have tires, right? Tires with metal and all these different materials. I'm not sure of all the materials, titanium, whatever the case may be, but look at the various, Google it. Look at the various wheels. Look at hangers. We were visiting Charlotte, and we went to this rooftop space, and they had this beautiful, really caught my attention, artwork piece. And it was different hangers, like all the different styles of hangers from decades ago till now. And I'm like, wow, I didn't realize there were so many different styles of hangers. These are hangers to hang clothes. To hang clothes. Look at how innovative we are, you all. We are able to create our way out of anything. Do you understand that? There are two valuable things that each and every one of us have. It's breath to regulate our nervous system, to ground us, just breathing, doing breath work. I'm a huge advocate for breath work. And also our creative energy. This whole system was created. What we're experiencing now was created. Come on now. Whether you're a person who is in logic and truth, or you believe in your conspiracies, whatever the case may be, creation. Connect with that, would you? Anything's possible for you because you can create. And now there are so many innovative channels where you can get the information for free. And guess what? We are. We're getting it for free. We're paying for it. We're investing in it. Come on, somebody. Do you feel what I'm saying today? Knowledge moves fast. Opportunities circulate internally. People are not starting from zero every time, because something shifts externally. And yes, this is where community becomes infrastructure. It's going beyond connection. We're not just connecting anymore. A place where people share job transitions, freelance opportunities, AI tools are taught in real time. Business ideas are tested quickly. Collaboration replaces isolation. Because isolation is expensive. Financially, emotionally, and strategically. Because guess what? You're the only one paying for it. And this is why spaces like our Telegram community matter. Because the goal is not just conversation. The goal is circulation. The goal is innovation. The goal is creation. Information circulation, opportunity circulation, skill circulation, energy circulation. Because when circulation happens, dependency decreases because there is momentum. And the more circulation happens, the more energy builds, the more knowledge is obtained. Think about it. The more we feed these AI machines, the more knowledgeable, the more smarter they become. And when dependency decreases, power returns to the people closest to the problem. People of color. People of color. Yes, I am a Black woman, but guess what? Hispanic women, You don't have it easy either. Guess what, Asian women? You didn't have it easy either. Guess what, Middle Eastern women? You didn't have it easy either. Guess what, Mediterranean women? You didn't have it easy either. And all that breaks down to different sectors of different races and different cultures. Guess what, Black men? You didn't have it easy either. Guess what, Hispanic men? You didn't have it easy either. Guess what, Asian men? You didn't have it easy either. Guess what, Middle Eastern men? You didn't have it easy either. Guess what, Mediterranean men? You didn't have it easy either. Let's stop bucking against each other and support one another, because we are all considered the other outside of the Caucasian race. I said it. Stop the foolishness. We are not each other's enemy. We are each other's ally. And until we all understand that, we are going to feel it. It don't matter what race that I just mentioned. If you feel that you are safe, you are not. You may be okay right now, but that could all change at a drop of a hat. And if you really have backstabbed and turned your back on your other color brothers or sisters, whether they're your race or not, that energy doesn't just vanish and leaves. It lingers. Let me introduce something very clearly. AI is not replacing people evenly. I've stated this multiple times before. It's replacing tasks. It's allowing us to be able to innovate and create more. It's allowing us as individuals to build businesses where the price tag of what you need to start that business is not so high. And whoever learns it first and learns how to use it first will not get replaced. They actually get amplified. Let me give you a real breakdown. In 2026, AI tools are already handling resume generation, content creation, customer service response systems, basic legal drafting, marketing copy systems, data analyst summaries. So what does that mean? It means the value is no longer in doing the task manually. The value is in directing the system. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. I'm a big believer in AI. Prompting, editing, positioning, strategy, taste, decision making. So if you are listening right now, this is not about becoming technical overnight. It is about becoming AI literate. Stop being AI illiterate. Enough to not be economically invisible, because invisibility in this economy does not look like absence. It looks like replacement without transition. So here are 3 simple entry points. You ready? 1. Y'all go ahead and share this with somebody. Share this with more than one somebody. Share this with multitudes of people. And re-listen to it on my YouTube channel, The Zen Effect Show, to take notes. Because notes are necessary. Okay, y'all? We are crafting and building the building. We are building the system. Come on, somebody, take these notes. 1, start using AI for your actual life. Not theory, real task, emails, applications, content, budgeting. 2, learn how to refine outputs. Don't accept first drafts, shape them. 3, attach AI to your skill, not your curiosity. If you cook, build systems for food content. If you design, build systems for brand output. If you speak, build systems for distribution. This is not optional anymore if you want to remain stable and build a strong foundation of stability. It is infant structure literacy, you all. I just gave you quite a bit. So let's slow down for a moment, because information without reflection just becomes overload. It becomes a lot of input and there's no output and execution. So, with all this being said, with all this being stated, ask yourself, where in my life am I still waiting for a system that is already changing? Reparations, reparations, reparations. Okay, we get it. We understand it. It's necessary for us to have it. But you know what? Let's stop asking for it. I said it. And let's create it. Because we don't know if it's going to be given to us or not. We in 2026 now, still nothing has been done. But guess what? You can create that for yourself. You can create that for your community. You can create that for your, we're shifting from community to infrastructure. You can create that for your family. You can create that for generations to come. You cannot be stopped. You cannot be blocked. Where am I relying on stability that no longer exists? Whoa, shaka, woo, woo. That spoke to me, honey. That spoke to me because I just encountered that this week. Where am I relying on stability that no longer exists? Get real with yourself about that truth. Be real. Be real. You don't want to see it, but open your eyes wide to see it. Because guess what? The more that you stay in delusion of it and denial of it, it can automatically, in a drop of a hat, no longer be there. What skill do I have that I have not monetized, structured, or expanded? Who am I connected to that I could actually build with? You should be able to build with every single person in your circle in some type of capacity. Whether it's income driven, whether it's emotional building and growth, spiritual building and growth, do not have people in your life that you cannot build with. Then what are you doing? Relationships are building blocks. What are you doing if you're in relationships where there's no building, where there's no momentum, where there's no growth? You're wasting time. Step away. Let me tell you something about some of these young folks. I had a conversation. I'm not going to mention his name, but he also board engineer and producer as well at the station that I am a producer at. And this young man, let me tell you something. This young man, I gave him his props, his flowers. I had to, because we sit up here, he's in his 20s, just got out of college. So many older people. When I say older, you out of college, you older than your 20s. You old enough to talk about the generation that came after you, and you're old enough to talk all this mess about them. Not now. There are more of them, yes, because he even admitted that are doing mess and are not using not being intelligent about things, but not all of them are. And I'm sick and tired of people generalizing the entire generation, because there are also great equipped skills that they have that we don't have, and the generations before my generations that don't have either. And he is a great example of that. He is utilizing this time in his life to be focused. And I commended him for that. He's building. And he's building multiple things. And all of them are in the creative sector, as he should at that age. How many of us did it? We're not going to focus on the past. We're just going to step into them for a second. How many of us did it? And guess what? If you didn't, it's not too late to do it. More than likely, you're doing it now. And I want to celebrate you for doing it now. Creating those ways for yourself. Get the degree and build your own. Come on, somebody. It's no longer get the degree and work under this person. Get the degree and build your own. And if you're working for that person, utilize that money to build your own. Because guess what? We're transactional to them. Let them be transactional to you. It's a business to them. Thank you for your business so I can run mine. Because everyone has done it. You think these big companies like Amazon, Tyler Perry Studios, kudos to Tyler Perry. I want to give a shout out to Tyler Perry. I got mad respect for Tyler Perry. However y'all feel, y'all feel. But let me say something about that man. Because of the way that man moves, he keeps growing. We all got to do that. We all are capable of doing that. Let's stop assuming and talking about folks and take some notes. Learn, research, build your blueprint based off of what they did to get there. Because even though BET Plus is no longer the app that Tyler Perry ruled, he acquired even more. There are shows moving from LA here to Atlanta, and guess where they're going? To Tyler Perry Studios. And Tyler Perry built his company outside of Hollywood. It wasn't an easy journey for him. Refer to his story. You gotta take risks to get the reward. And man, is he getting the reward. And man, the lives that he has changed, you all. I know some of those lives personally that he has changed. That's what we do. That's what we do. Am I consuming information about change or participating in building what comes next? Sit with that. This is how you ground it into action. This week, number 1, write down your current income streams, even if it's just one. Next, add one skill that could attach to AI tools, not replace your work. It would actually amplify your work. Okay, let me go back to break that down a little bit further. Okay, you're writing down your income stream or streams, and then you're adding a skill that AI could be supportive to you in as a reference point, because that's what it is. We talk about what AI is, not to replace your work, a way that it could amplify those income streams or stream. Then connect with one person who is building. They're not just talking about it, they're actually building. And start a conversation, a constructive conversation with them. Ask them, what are you building right now? Because ecosystems are not built with grand moments. They are built with repeated alignment. So talk to that individual. What are you building? What has been supportive to you in building it? Whatever questions you have, how are you balancing what you're building and you're in a high demand job? How are you navigating that? Whatever the case may be. Maybe they're already in strong entrepreneurship. Whatever your curiosity questions are, the reason why it's key for you to ask somebody who's already in it is so that you can understand the knowledge instead of just sitting on assumptions of, oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's too much. Well, guess what? It's the risk with the reward. And the word risk doesn't always have to be so scary, so fearful, so dangerous. Oh, I'm taking a risk. Oh my gosh, this is such a big risk. Risk is actually a beautiful thing. In fact, let me just pull this up real quick to support you on what risk truly is. The meaning of risks. I'm reading it straight from the Google, okay? Risk is the possibility of something bad or undesirable happening. It combines the probability that an event will occur with the severity of its negative consequences, making it a central concept in fields like finance, health, and safety. Core components of risk: probability, the likelihood or chance of that the event will take place. So understand what the definition said, right? I get it. I understand what the definition said when it said the possibility of something bad or undesirable happening. We're going to take that out. And we're going to take that out. We're going to take that out. Okay. I want to speak to the probability. The real definition of risk, we're going to reframe the definition of risk. We're mind reframing. This is what it looks like. The likelihood or chance that an event will actually take place. So there is a likelihood. That's why it's a risk. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing, because it could be releasing you out of this thing into what you're actually supposed to be in. And something that I have learned this week is stop trying to force something that is not for you. Stop trying to force something that is not for you. Okay? Impact, the severity of the loss, injury, or damage if the event does occur. Okay, the probability. There is the likelihood of this. How is it going to impact? Okay? We got to look at the operational risks, the day-to-day management, the processes, the systems. We got to look at the financial risks. We got to look at the health and safety risks. We got to look at the risk. But this is the thing about risk. If you have structure and you plan accordingly, that risk can be a reward. That's what we forget. See, not even forget. Actually, I feel like people just don't have the knowledge of that. There's ignorance around that. That is where it can shift. That is where the mindset reframing actually is. This is the probability. This is the impact. How do I make taking this risk rewarding for me? Come on, somebody. How do I take this risk to the reward? Because something that's often speak is, oh, risk to reward. Like it just swoops in there. Like it just transitions over to the reward ever so smoothly. For all of us that are doing what we're doing and creating our foundations, we know firsthand that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I had to be reminded by my spiritual sister Zen, that's not how it works. That's not how it is. When you are creating your reality, there will be risks, but it's up to me. It's up to you to create the reward. We are not just in a season of layoffs. We are in a season of restructuring our reality. And in every restructuring, something must dissolve. Listen to me when I say, you are not late. If you feel for any reason you are late, skill set, age, whatever the case may be, as long as you are alive and breathing, you are not late, and all things are possible. You are not behind. You are in the middle of a transition that most people are still not able to name for themselves. Because once you can name it, you are able to navigate it. Naming it is power. Name it right now. That's why I had you name it earlier. Name it again. Name it right now. Name it again. So don't just survive. Stop saying you're in survival mode. You are in a mode of rebuild, of adding on to, of elevating your infrastructure or building your infrastructure. Don't just react to this shift. Respond, participate, be present with it, build inside of it, connect inside of it, move inside of it, and execute it. Let it rearrange something in you that is calling you and has been calling you forward to be rearranged. Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is not respond immediately, is not react, is to listen long enough for something in you to shift first. And if something shifted, don't you dare ignore it. That's the beginning of something new. And that is part of navigating life's highs, hits, and everything between right here on the Zen Effect Show. Take what resonated with you today, carry it with you into your week, and allow it to activate something within you. You can also stay connected by following me on Instagram, The Zen Effect Show, and be sure to subscribe on YouTube. Just search The Zen Effect Show for full episodes, interviews, clips. For collaborations, speaking engagements, sponsorship opportunities, media inquiries, or to bring the Zen Effect Show to your event or platform, email me at thezeneffectco@gmail.com. I'm your host, Zen Howard. This is the Zen Effect Show. And remember to let your effects speak before words do. Keep your soul hydrated. Keep your spirit fortified. Until next Tuesday on WBNC Radio, Breaking Chains Radio at 6 p.m. Eastern. On WJWR Internet Radio Chicago, I played there Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Central, Fridays, 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. Central. And you can always catch the replays on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. Stay elevated.